What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Killer Cam Friend coming back at you with another Madden 24 banger, and today we're going to be going over the absolute best defense in the game. I think without a doubt this is the best defense in Madden 24 right now. It has the deadliest blitz in it, and it also has a number of other different formations in this playbook that I think will help you absolutely dominate online. I'm talking 3-3, 3-3 cub, dollar, nickel over, dime normal, 3-4, odd. It has really anything you could want in a playbook in this playbook, and that playbook is going to be the multiple defensive playbook. So I'm going to show you guys a scheme out of nickel 3-3, which I think has the best blitz in the game right now, which is a loop blitz, very similar to one that we saw last year in Madden 23. It is making a comeback, and man, is it really good. So if you guys do end up liking this video, a very small percentage, very small percentage of people that actually do watch the videos or subscribe, I would really appreciate it if you guys took a look at the rest of my comment and see if I can earn a subscription from you. The channel is growing very fast, and I appreciate you guys so much for all the support that you've given me throughout about this last year of content journey that I have been on, starting at the beginning of Madden 23. This channel has grown way faster than I ever thought it would, and you guys are the reason. So shout out to you all. Let's hop right into this video. Alright boys, so we are here in MUT practice mode, and I'm going to be showing you the absolute best defense in Madden 24 as of right now. Now, I went over a different defense in my last video. I went over the nickel 3-3 cub, formerly known as 3-3-5 wide, and it has a very good blitz out of that formation. I showed you guys how to set that blitz up, but what we're going to be going over today is what I think has overtaken it as the best defense in the game, and that is going to be the nickel 3-3, which is the formation that we audible down to from nickel 3-3 cub. That way we have both of these defenses at our disposal with just a right click of the analog stick. So real quick, let's talk audibles. The audibles I like to set for this formation are cover 4 drop, linebacker blitz 0, cover 3 drop, and cover 2 drop. Alright, so before we get into the real bread and butter of this defense, we have to talk coach adjustments. Now what I like to do is have my auto flip off, my auto alignment on default. You can turn it on base if you run mostly zone coverage. These other things, I really don't think they matter too much, but my zone drops are pretty much always going to be 25-yard flats and 5-yard curl flats. You guys will see exactly why, but I think these are the best zone drop settings in the game. Alright guys, so it really doesn't matter what play you come out in. I'm going to show you guys my favorite coverage setups from different coverage shells after we get into the bread and butter of this defense, which is going to be this blitz. And how we're going to set this blitz up is we're going to hit right on the D-pad and then left on the left stick. That's going to manually shift our linebackers right. From there, we're going to globally blitz our linebackers, and we're going to contain. Now, this guy right here, you can put him in a flat, you can leave him in a hook, you can really do whatever you want with him. But the key is that this guy right here, the linebacker that we shifted to the right, is on this contain. You guys are going to see exactly why after I snap the ball. This is a loop blitz. As we see, it gets picked up a little bit, but it comes in really consistently, and it's really easy to set up. I think this is the easiest blitz to set up in the game. So let's go ahead and snap this, and we'll see right here. They just do not do a very good job at blocking this at all. That's why I think this is the best blitz in the game. Now you can do it the opposite way. You can shift your linebackers to the left and do the same thing, but from my experience it works better on the right. It still does work on the left, but it gets picked up better. So real quick, let's just show you how quick this is to set up. Go ahead and do that right there. Snap the ball, and our blitz is getting picked up a little bit, but you do get pretty quick pressure. You are sending 4 people, so you are going to get sheds. This works really well in game. This is going to be the meta defense until they patch it. If you guys remember last year in Madden 23, there was a loop blitz out of the same formation, pretty much the same thing, that completely wrecked the game to start. You can also do this and double loop blitz. This guy has to be on a contain though. That's the thing. For some reason, he just doesn't contain always. We have to recontain right there. And this will work as well, but it just gets picked up a little bit better. For whatever reason, when there's 5 pass rushers, the defensive line or the offensive line just picks the blitz up better. I think that they get more confused when there's just one linebacker in a contain. As we see, it just comes in pretty much free right there when we only shift to the right. So I recommend you always run this blitz to the right. You can mix it up and run it to the left, but as you guys can see, it's super effective running it to the right, so there's no reason to switch up what's working. So I'm going to show you step by step how to set up every one of these coverage shells. We're going to go ahead and set up our blitz. We've already seen that a few times now, so we know how to set that up. What we're going to do from here is we're going to flat both of the outside quarters. We're going to do that by double tapping triangle or Y if you're on Xbox, and you're going to hit both of the outside corners, and you're going to put them in hard flat by hitting left on the left stick, and that's going to put them both in 25-yard hard flats. What we're going to do from there is we're going to manually back them up by hitting triangle, the icon, and then give cushion, which is up on the left stick. So I'm going to show you guys just real quick how quick we can set this up. Now obviously you want to make sure that your plays flip, and we have our blitz set up. You want to make sure that you contain and pass commit if you do think they are passing the ball. And what this is going to do is going to do a really good job at guarding any kind of corner routes. Flood concepts are very popular this year, and they have been in, I can't tell you how many Maddens, but this is a very popular concept that people are going to run online. Basically double corner routes with some kind of clear out to pull any kind of deep zones away. Now the inside quarters are going to guard those streaks from both sides of the field, and the flat routes are going to guard the corner routes. Now if they did something like put their running back on a flat like this, then we have the 5-yard flat to take away any kind of quick pass to the running back. So let's go ahead and snap this ball right here and see how this plays. As we can see, our blitz comes in and everything was completely blanketed. Any throw they make right there is going to be a pick. The only other thing you can really do to make this a little bit better is we go ahead and set our defense up. If you have time, you bring your safeties down. When you bring your cover 4 safeties down like this, it's going to do a better job at protecting the seams. But as we can see, if they set up any kind of flood concepts, it doesn't matter to what side of the field, they're going to be guarded super well, and this is the most meta route concept in the game right now. So we're going to go ahead and snap the ball one more time. And even though our blitz got picked up a little bit right there, it still came in pretty quick. As we can see, everything on the field was completely blanketed. So this is my #1 go-to cover setup against tight formations. Let me show you guys a couple more that I really like. So if you want to do a better job at protecting a hole shot on the deep sideline, we can go with the running back side single Mabel. Now a double Mabel is double flats on both sides of the field. A single Mabel is flats just on the strong side of the field, or really whatever side of the field you want. But I like to put it on the strong side of the field. Reason being is that you have more receiving threats to that side, and a flood concept is more likely to come from that side than any other side. So this is a very popular flood concept right here too. Let's go ahead and snap the ball and see how this plays against our defense. And as we can see, circle was actually pretty open right there. One thing to keep in mind is that when we set this defense up, if we don't manually back up our flats, then we do have the potential to give up any kind of corner routes. For whatever reason, flats don't play deep this year unless you manually back them up. And even when you do, they don't get back nearly as far as they should. So this is really the best we got right now. Once we get players with better speed and higher zone coverage, they will get back a little bit quicker. But for now in Madden Ultimate Team, we got what we got. So let's go ahead and snap this ball right here and see what this looks like. Again, our blitz gets picked up, but everything is blanketed for just long enough for us to get the sack, and obviously they can't go anywhere with our quarterback. Alright, so I'm going to show you guys another cover setup that I like, and I'm also going to come out in a different offensive formation just to show you guys that this works against anything. It doesn't matter if it is bunch, tight, wide trips, or some random single back formation. It really doesn't matter. It's going to work against pretty much everything. And as we can see right here, this is very, very similar to our cover 4 double Mabel, except this one's going to be out of cover 2, and it's going to do a better job at covering deep to the sidelines. Now, the inside quarters cover deep in the middle of the field. This is going to do a better job at covering the sidelines, and you want to make sure that you back these guys off again, or else they're not going to play nearly as deep as you want them to. So I could give you guys a step-by-step on how to break it down, but I think you guys probably have it at this point. If you guys do need help, I would be happy to help you in the comments. If you have any problems with any specific adjustments, I would be more than happy to help. Let's go ahead and snap the ball. This is a very, very popular flood concept. And as we see, that corner route on the left side is blanketed. Pretty much everything was completely covered. Literally nothing was open at all. So again, guys, this is our coverage setup right here. We'll snap the ball. Even though the blitz got picked up, there's nothing open. Now, for whatever reason, our crow flats didn't play exactly where we wanted them to play right there. You can also mix up, and a lot of people like to man up out of this. So do something like this. And it's kind of like a hybrid defense. Instead of putting double flats, we're going to man up any kind of threat that we see from either the slot or the point man on whatever offense they're running. So we're going to go ahead and show you guys what this looks like. And obviously the corner routes were open right there. I didn't man up the right people. Realistically, out of this offense, the best idea would be to man up probably something like this. But you have a lot of flexibility in this defense, and that's what I think is so cool about it. This blitz is really, really good, even though it is getting picked up a little bit. Really, we can do a lot with our coverage shells around it, and that is another reason why I think this is the best defense in the game. Alright, just real quickly, I'm going to show you guys some of my favorite man coverage setups. Man coverage is very meta this year so far. So basically what I like to do is make sure that the sidelines are protected, and we can do that by either putting an outside third on the wide side of the field or a flat on the wide side of the field. Now you're going to do that by double trapping X or triangle or Y if you're on Xbox, and then whichever icon you want, and then an outside third is going to be up on the left stick, and a flat is going to be left on the left stick. These are both coverage adjustments that we're going to use very, very frequently, so I recommend you do get used to them. And then on the right side of the field, we can do the same thing with the flat right there. If you're getting screamed at consistently, you're probably going to block your running back. So let's go ahead and snap the ball and see what this looks like. Our blitz comes in pretty much untouched. We kind of got double pressure untouched right there, which is absolutely insane. You guys see how good this blitz really is, but against the bench concept like we're facing right now, this coverage shell is really, really good. As we see, basically all we have to do there with our user is make sure that we distract the running back. We can go ahead and man our user up to the running back, and basically all we're going to do here is we can press if we want. We can stay backed off if we want. We can individually back somebody off like that. There's a lot of things you can do with the man coverage, but we want to make sure that the sidelines are protected, because that is what most people are going to attack you with, especially out of tight formation. So we're going to go ahead and snap the ball just one more time. We see again, our blitz does get picked up, but as soon as the running back disengages, we are good to go. So those are my favorite man coverage setups. I can give you guys a couple more. This is basically a cover 3 shell, but out of man coverage. You're protecting any kind of deep shot down the, here, do it like this. You're basically counting on the outside receivers being on corner routes. If the outside receivers are on corner routes, the outside thirds are going to do a really good job at guarding against those. And basically you have man coverage on the slots and a flat on the left side of the field. This is a very popular concept. People will use this with shaded down man coverage. and shaded down man coverage is going to do a really good job at playing underneath any of those crossing routes or even corner routes that are blanketed by the outside thirds. So this is a very popular style of defense. I wanted to show you guys just a couple of different variations of things that you can do out of a man coverage shell. Let's hop into some more heavy blitz setups and then we're going to call it a video. So for guaranteed pressure, we're going to come out in Tampa 2. And basically what we're going to do here is we're going to double loop. But we're also going to send the middle linebacker. And this is a really sketchy way to play defense. If you really want to get risky, you can do something like scissor on the backside. This is something I really like against bunch. Honestly, I think this is probably the best way to play defense against bunch is to scissor. That way, if they do send the running back on a route, you're not responsible for guarding him with your user. The outside corner is going to do that. It's going to defend any wheel routes or any quick throws to the flat. But as we can see right here, obviously this defense is a whole lot of freestyling. Now, if you do bring this guy up to the line, like say right here, when we snap this ball, like the pressure is just gonna, right there, it didn't come in nearly as fast as it usually does. But the double loop plus the A-gap pressure is really, really hard to handle for a lot of players. And when they see that many people coming, they're just gonna panic. So I can show you guys again just real quick. We're going to actually hover with our user too, which is going to make the blitz come in even faster. But the coverage shell on the back end is up to you. And this defense is pretty much all about freestyling. So you can have a cover 3 shell kind of right here if you want. And you're just sending the house. We'll go ahead and snap the ball. And as we see, our blitz comes in just so fast that they don't have any time to react. And without gunslinger or any pass velocity abilities, it's going to be an instant sack. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. And if you did, and I earned a subscription from you, I would really appreciate it if you hit that sub button and turn on that notification bell so you're notified every time I put out a new video, which is going to be on a strict, consistent schedule once I get my whole work life and home life in order. I just moved into a new house, new job and everything, so it's been a little bit hectic this last couple months, but with the launch of 24, I'm trying to get it down to a science, which we will get there sooner rather than later. I know I've had a little bit inconsistency uploading in the past, but hopefully all that is behind us. I know I am pumping out a whole bunch of videos for at least the next 4 or 5 months, and I plan to put out at least 3 videos a week for you guys. So if you did enjoy, think about hitting the subscribe button, because we have a ton of great content, including a full defensive guide out of this playbook that will be coming here in the following days, and a full offensive guide that will be here hopefully this week too. I am launching a strategy website. I will give you guys more details once we are closer to launch, which is getting pretty close. I think it's probably about a week, maybe 2 weeks away from being ready to launch, and I think you guys are going to like it a ton. But that's enough rambling. As always, it's your boy Killer Cam Friend, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.